I'm getting kind of proud of myself here. To think that when I got down here, this was the doorway, and I made my own lath, mixed my own plaster, and now we're repairing it. It's actually beginning to look like it was never there. So this is where you start to really appreciate how the place is shaping up now. The funny thing is now people will say, man, you're really rolling now, man. You guys are really getting a lot of work done. But people know it's all the work getting to this. Yeah, this is what everybody will see, but it's everything that gets to a point where you can start doing this stuff. That is the real work. Don't get me wrong, this is hard work too. I've been doing this, mixing this up since 7 this morning is when I got here. And screening this wall, and I've got, let's see, wow, I don't even want to think about it. So I've got this much wall downstairs on this side, and then I've got over there, oh geez, yeah, I got a lot of walls to do. But the good thing is I have done some downstairs, and they're not as much as closing up this doorway here. This room up here is going to be really nice. To have this one big space like this, as far as entertaining goes, I can't wait to do, we're going to do an open house when we're done and have it as a barbecue so people can see this historic house. What's cool is this plaster is sand and hydrated lime and horsehair, and that's it. That's the way they've been doing this stuff for thousands of years, and it still works. When I was on that cruise there a couple weeks ago, we went to the Mayan ruins, and the Mayans used the same mortar for their stones, and that stuff's still hard. It's been a lot to learn, but at least, like I said, I got a new skill. So I'm gonna fill this part right here. I'm gonna get the worst places for now. I don't have that much mud left. Got probably about 7, 8 gallons. All right, there you go. Almost smoothed out. Can't believe this is the same place. And there you go. So that's all I'm gonna do as far as plaster goes. I'm gonna have to get some more hydrated lime. But I've gone through and gotten the worst places Although I found a loose spot over here, so it's not wet. I didn't get it, but got that. So most of this is actually going to be the finish plaster going over. I've got to go to Limeworks and get that. So that'll be the thin coats where you put multiple ones over and over and over it to get the smooth finish. 100 times better. Can't believe there was a door there. When that dries out, it's going to be nice. Down here, most of this is actually really solid. There's a couple little hairline cracks over there, but really one good coat of the smoothing plaster will be great. So yeah, and then we'll go through, we'll take the insulation here. We're going to box all that in after they put the ductwork for the returns and stuff. But not that much more up in this space, of course, sanding out the floor. But it's definitely taking shape. I'm going to do a few more things before I get ready to get out of here, clean up, and go to the dump. And then we'll be back like Tuesday or Wednesday to get back on this thing. Man, what a big change this week has been. Getting this, look at that. Wow. Getting this up here, getting the cabinets, and so on. We're getting closer to getting on out of here. We're taking the countertop here, and we have some 220 grit sandpaper and some thinner. And we're using thinner to lubricate this. We don't want to put water on here because water and oil don't mix. So just a little bit of thinner, and then we'll wipe it down with a tack cloth, and then we'll be able to put our next coat of varnish on it. One of the things that's kind of cool about this house here, when I got a thermometer last week, my wife was like, men always want to know what temperature it is. Well, here's what's good about this place. It's 70, look, we've got no AC, but it is 74 inside and 80 outside. So it's 6 degrees cooler in here than outside. That's amazing. No heat, no air, but it's keeping the temperature in here. Last night when I left, it was 67 inside and outside. And that was about 11 o'clock last night. So it takes a lot longer for this place to heat up than it does outside, which is great. And the reverse is true too. When you, once you get it warm, it stays warm. So definitely great. Look at that. Took care of any air bumps and stuff that are in here. And now, get that second coat on before I leave. And it can cure for a couple of days, and then we'll come back and put a couple more coats on. It's great that nobody will be here while it's drying. And we want to make sure especially that we get this edge really well, because that's going to have the water that's going to be running off of it. But we're using a spar urethane, which is an exterior varnish. It's similar to what you would use on a boat. I have, if you watch my fireside chat, I made a cover for the fire pit, I guess about 4 years or so ago, and it's got spar urethane on it. It's been outside for like 4 or 5 years, so that gives you an idea of how good this stuff works. Each coat will make it a little bit darker. Now the good thing is this will give this plenty of time to dry out for a couple of days, and so we can go through and we'll really be able to let this to really be able to get a good sand. We'll use like a 400 grit sandpaper to make sure that we've got a good polish for the next coat. It's been a good week here.